But you can imagine those brand name drugs, which are already so expensive, you start to put a 100% tariff, you double the price of the drug essentially, could have real impacts on patients.
The Trump administration's 100% tariff on some imported drugs is on hold, at least for now. They were supposed to take effect last week. White House officials say they are taking their time to negotiate deals with drug makers.
Our medical expert, Dr. Payal Kohli, is with us this afternoon to discuss this proposal. Let's start with what drugs these 100% tariffs could apply to.
Yeah, so if you think about it, it's a proposal to put a tariff on every single brand name drug that is not manufactured here in the United States. Now, thankfully, most of our drug market is generic drugs, so about 90% generic, 10% brand name. But you can imagine those brand name drugs, which are already so expensive, you start to put a 100% tariff, you double the price of the drug essentially, could have real impacts on patients.
Well, let's talk about patients in general here in Colorado, how they'll be affected. Do you know what types, rather than saying what types of drugs, because I can't even pronounce half of the drugs on the market, what type of disorders or diseases or things that people deal with on a daily basis will be impacted here?
Well, my biggest concern, Sam, is really the cancers. So we know a lot of cancer drugs are made in other countries, like India and China, some in Ireland, and these are blood and lung cancers. And, if they impose a big tariff on cancer drugs or they change the manufacturing of cancer drugs, could that potentially create a shortage for those patients struggling with cancer?